What's going on, everybody? It's yours truly, Mufasa Fashaw, coming to you with another episode of Alphacology, man. And like I always say, man, we're here to be the most alpha versions of ourselves. Drink my little water real quick. I really appreciate everybody for listening up. You know, if you ever want to donate, drop an offering, or need a consultation, you guys know how to contact me. Twitter, Jones G Fashaw. Instagram, Mufasa_Fashaw, Mufasa_Fashaw. You guys want to donate? Shout out to James, the kid BJ, dropping $20 donations on the Cash App. I appreciate you guys. Don't worry, man. I'm gonna keep it coming. I appreciate everybody, man. I do this from the heart, man. As you all know, we living in a very, very different time, and we really have to pick up on a lot of things that's going on in life, and we have to start looking at things objectively. And when I say this, I'm talking about exactly how to be the most alpha version of yourself. And you cannot do that effectively if you don't know what is alpha and what isn't. And we have the wrong idea about this whole alpha male concept because, alpha males are womanizers and they're the guys who look a certain way and act a certain way. That ain't always true. And in order to be alpha, you got to do certain things this way, and that's not always true. So that's why today's episode, we're going to jump into what I take near and dear to my heart, but 6 things, and it's a bunch of stuff, but we're going to do the top 6 things. 6 things you think is alpha, but is really beta. 6 things, man. A lot of y'all doing a lot of stuff y'all think is alpha, but it's really beta. It's really beta, and I'm probably going to lose a couple subscribers and followers after I drop these dimes on them. All right? The first thing that you think is alpha, but is really beta, is having multiple women just for sex. Let me say that again. Having multiple women interacting with multiple females just for sex. All right? Fellas, I say this again, I said this before. You don't have to be with you don't have to smash every girl that's in your phone. You don't have to smash every girl. I talked to plenty of, how can I get this girl to like me or this girl that? Listen, shout out to my consultations. I appreciate you guys. I'm not mad at you guys. You guys are learning and growing, and I want you to understand, just because you find her attractive, your main goal should not be smashing. Your main goal is to find out what else that woman can do for you besides fuck you. All right? That's your main goal, fellas. Not saying you shouldn't try to hit her or anything like that, but you don't want to spend too much time on that. You want to spend on time where I like to say this. You get that woman dedicated to your process. My game ain't built on getting the pussy. It used to be that. And I'm gonna get to that. It's built on what can I get out of this motherfucker? How fast I could get it. And I'm not talking about sex. It used to be how fast I could get sex and all that, but having multiple women just for sex, all you're doing is draining your masculinity. All you're doing is draining your testosterone. You need your testosterone. If all the testosterone leaves your body, fellas, you die. It was an old saying. Every time you have sex with a girl, you knock 3 seconds off your life. Damn. I don't know how true, but I felt that. The older I get, the more I feel that. You don't want to spend all this whining and dining and timing with a female just to smash and not call her ass back. When a woman tells me, hey, I'm celibate, I'd be like, cool. Now we can figure out what else you could do for me. Now we got that out of the way. Yeah, now I'm not worried about if you want to have sex with me or not right now. I'm worried about what you could do for me. I'm worried about if you could make me smile? Are you a woman I could depend on for certain things besides sex? That's how you do it. That's alpha. If you have, all right, let's say you have a rotation, and I've been there, fellas, I've been there, dog. I done had like 8, 9 women rotations where I'm just smashing, trying to fill a fucking void. And that's not how I filled my void, bruh. I get more fulfillment dropping these podcasts than I do smashing a chick. I really do. Dog, if you got 8 women in your life and all you could get out of them is pussy, you are beta as fuck. Because guess what? Sex is an even exchange. Because most of the girls, if you maintaining a 7-woman rotation, that means you got to be slanging. That means you in that pussy and you're trying to make them bust. You're trying to make sex pleasurable for them. And a lot of us do that because we want them to come back. And that's nothing wrong with that. That's fine. If that's your alpha prowess, your sexual prowessness, your sexual energy level, you want it to be super high, and you think that's going to keep a woman because your dick is good, newsflash, buddy, that's not going to keep no woman. All right? But anyways, you're just draining your energy into women, and they're just taking it and leaving. Or you just draining your energy into women and leaving. Woman ain't did nothing for you. Ain't fold no clothes. Ain't cooked no chicken. Nothing for you. All 6 or 7 of them ain't did nothing for me. But drain my balls and drain my pockets. Now I'm left as an empty fucking man. Do you understand? After you bust a nut, you're at your weakest point, physically, mentally, emotionally. You understand? That's why fighters don't have sex before the fight. That's why runners don't have. You're not supposed to have sex before your athletic events. Testosterone builds muscle, makes you aggressive, keeps your mind sharp. But if you have no testosterone and you keep draining in a female, you're gonna become more female-like, more feminine. Sorry, man. I could go on and on, but that shit. If you fucking over 4 or 5 chicks consistently and they not doing nothing else for you, that's beta as hell. You got to use sex as a weapon, as reward or punishment. I don't like the way you didn't do this for me. No, you can't come around. No, you can't get this dick. I used to have females begging for my dick. You want a woman to be obsessed with you? Tell her no to sex. You'll see. Get her hot and bothered and say no, not yet. Don't worry. But anyways, man. Yeah, that's number 1, man. 6 things you think alpha, but it's really beta. Having multiple women. Just for sex. I ain't saying you can't have multiple women, but just for sex. Having multiple women just for sex is beta as fuck. So if you come to me bragging on my phone or talking about I smashed this, that's congratulations, nigga. I'm not giving you no alpha card. Just letting y'all know. Me and the homies always argue about that. Now next. Doing things to impress other people. A lot of y'all want to be alpha males because you think you're going to get the girls or you're going to impress your boys. This life I'm living, you guys are living this alpha male lifestyle is not to impress nobody. This is to free your mind. Dominating your emotions so you won't have to worry about anxiety, depression, and psychological interferences in your life. You being the most alpha version of yourself, the most valuable man, that high value man, you don't worry about impressing people. You are impressing yourself. You're competing with yourself. You're competing with those goals you wanted. You competing with that little kid. I love race cars. I love trucks with big wheels on them. So I'm finna get a race car and a truck with a big wheel. Right now, a nigga can't tell me off rip. You have a G-Wagon. G-Wagons are ugly as fuck. The only reason you got a G-Wagon is to impress these hoes. Because the hoes like that. That's beta as fuck if you live to impress hoes. I like Cuban links. I'm going to wear Cuban links. I don't give a damn if a bitch come in my face and say, that looks ugly on you. Bitch, I like it and I'm going to wear it. I don't do stuff to impress people. That's why it's hard for me to even keep job evaluations and all that stuff. Because I'm a competitor. When you're a true competitor, you're not trying to impress nobody. You're trying to win. It's either wins or losses. We're not trying to impress nobody. Oh, he looks good. No, I'm trying to win. All right. So that's what I got for you, man. Number 2, doing things to impress other people. That's beta as fuck. People are impressed with my life. That's good for them. I didn't wake up and say, I never wake up in the morning and say, how am I going to make these people say, oh, I'm cool. I'm that guy. You think I did that? If I wanted to impress other people, I wouldn't have started a podcast on being a fucking alpha male. I would have started a podcast on like how to get girls or the Derrick Jackson way. Bashing dudes. I could never live to impress people. It drains my energy. It makes me feel less of a man. Matter of fact, I don't even want to be around people who feel like I need to impress them, because I don't get along with people like that. I don't. So, another thing is, number 3, you think is alpha, but really beta. Number 3, trying to control a woman. Forcing a woman to submit. Never said not have the upper hand. You always want to have the upper hand with interactions with women. The fastest thing to do that is control your emotions. Don't let them pull you. And when they get out of line, remove your energy. But that's another podcast for another day. Trying to control a woman. If you see a woman submissive to me, guess what, fellas? She chose to be submissive to me. If you see a woman around me, she chose to be around me and submissive. I promise you that. I don't force nothing. But I do control my energy and my time and my attention and where it goes. If a woman wants my attention, she knows what she has to do. She has to put in that work. She has to be submissive. She has to be cooperative. She has to be feminine. She has to be pretty. Soon as she stopped doing one of those things, hey, baby girl, I'm going to talk to you tomorrow or see you next week. So, excuse me. Don't try to control no woman. A woman cannot be controlled, especially in today's society. But you can manipulate a situation. That's another podcast for another day. Only deal with women who want to be pleasing to you. I don't control no woman. I don't care how fine that woman is. If she's not with my program, I don't care. I'm not going to deal with her. I'm not going to give her too much time or attention, if any. All right? So, trying to control a woman definitely is beta. It's more impressive if y'all like to impress people. But it says more about your alpha energy if they're willing to do things for you free-handedly. The only way you're going to figure that out is if you ask them to do something and they do it right away, or they do it and they're consistent with doing it. That's something different. Now, the next one, number 4. Going back and forth with arguments and debates. Fellas, you see me online sometimes. I disagree respectfully. That means I'm not going back and forth with you because I already know in my head. I done been in plenty of arguments and debates. It's beta. If it's no end goal, it's no scorekeeping. I understand if you want to make your point. So you just say what you need to say and end it. Because that's not what we're going here for. That's pointless conversations. If if it don't make you no money, if it can't better your life, what you arguing, debating for? Especially when it comes to this alpha shit. I don't go back and forth with women. Oh, a real alpha male would do it. No, that don't fucking work with me. That's immature. And it's always 1,000% of the time. A real man does whatever that woman think a real man should do because it will benefit her fucking life. Who gives a fuck? I get mad when I find myself in those type of conversations anyway. I'm just like, you know what? Let me say what I need to say. And I keep it moving. I might say it respectfully or disrespectfully. It just depends on my mood. Now, I don't want my fellow alpha males out there, my alpha brother, to waste their energy getting into mental debates or mental gymnastics or word gymnastics. None of that shit. Say what you need to say and keep it moving. That's alpha as fuck. If somebody wants you to explain yourself, tell them to pay for it. That's what the fuck we need to start doing. Oh, you want to learn more? Oh, you want to know what I think? Listen to my podcast. If they're not willing to listen, it's kind of like people who try to debate me about the Bible. The first thing I ask them is, have you ever read the Bible? You read the Bible front to back? And they say no. I just shut up. I just shut up and walk away. All right, bye. I'm not going to talk to you. Oh, you shouldn't do a woman like this. You shouldn't do this. You should do this. Oh, you should raise your kids like this. Let me ask you a question. Do you have kids? Do you know my kids? No and no. Good day. That's it. That's what we doing now, bruh. We're not going on the internet, wasting our time going back and forth with debates unless we getting paid for that shit. Or it's a good promotion, or it's going to help us further ourselves. Y'all see me all the time. I don't go back and forth. I look at a chick page. She ugly. I'm not going back and forth. She ain't got enough followers. I'm not going back and forth. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Going back and forth, arguments, debates. That ain't alpha. We're not talkers. We're doers. We're not talkers. We're walkers. I'd rather show you what I'm talking about than prove to you through mental and verbal gymnastics what I mean. No, I'm not going to do that. I did that for a couple years in college. I'm not doing that no more. I'm not writing essays online. I'm not writing 4 or 5 paragraph essays online about anything. If you want to hear what I got to say, you go. You either going to get my book or listen to it on my podcast. Alpha's up, beta's down. So the next one. And this one is near and dear to my heart. Hostile towards certain demographics, i.e., women, gays, simps. For my black men out there, white folk. That's beta as hell. I never understood. I connect to this day. I'm pro-black as hell. I love black people with all my heart. But there's no way I could hate white people just based off of what they told me in history. And it's something, and I'm glad I never did, because some shit that I learned that you do not learn in fucking public school or school period about slavery, the shit that I learned and figured the fuck out by reading, I can never hate white people. Can't never hate them. Can't never hate whites, Mexican, anything. It's tribalism. At the end of the day, that's what it is. It's not even racism. It's tribalism. Your tribe, you're going to do what's best for your tribe to stay on top. It's a period of rulership where the white man ruled the world. Did the white man always rule the world? No, the fuck he did not. Was the white man enslaved? I hate to tell y'all this. Yes, the fuck he was. I hate to tell y'all. They probably do a great fucking job at hiding it, because guess what? It's called psychological warfare, inferiority complexes, where they fucking program you and groom you to think you were always a slave at the beginning of time to now. It's a deep topic. I'm not really going to get into it, but that's one. Also, women. Why do you hate women? Because a couple women broke your heart? I'm going to tell y'all something. To be hostile towards women is just, first of all, it doesn't make a man look gay. It makes him look bitter. All right. When you come into the red pill knowledge, you get bitter because you realize that they have lied to you all your life about how to interact with women, how to get what you want out of women. Lied to you. Not even you, not even society, but women themselves. Lied to you. If you're lucky you had a mom like mine, she ain't lie to you. She always told me not to trust a woman. Only trust God. Did I listen? Nah, because I still let society groom me and program me into thinking women are sugar and spice and everything nice, when they are not. Not saying all women are evil, but they are not. They all have good sides and bad sides. It's certain things you must do to bring the good side and the good side out of a woman. Certain things you must do to bring the bad side out of a woman. And that's where you guys are torn, because you're so used to being nice and getting shitted on by it. And then when you do something that you deem as mean, and they give you the respect you want or deserve, now you're hurt. Now you think you got to be hostile towards women. You don't have to be hostile towards women. Same thing with gay people. Gay people, I hate to say it, they're okay with my book. Always been. It's none of my business. What a man want to do with his penis, whatever. Long as you don't bring that bullshit over here, I'm good. And when I mean bullshit, that debating, all that arguing, I ain't got time for that. Because at the end of the day, it would be no gay people without two straight people having sex. And that's always going to be the debate that ends all debates when it comes to LGBT gay people stuff. All right. Either way, I don't deal with too many guys who look at these demographics. Oh, and simps. We can't hate simps. We just got to call them for what they are. Simps. Beta males. We just got to call them out. All right. There will always be more beta males and more simps than alpha males. That's just true. Okay? We can't go back in time and redo the past, but I don't believe in hitting white people for enslaving black people. Today's white people for enslaved, they didn't do it. They weren't there. You weren't even born into slavery, so why would you hate it so hard? It happened. It's history. It's a lot of fucked up shit that happened to everybody. So, and then the next one is, the gay people thing. What a man want to do with his dick in private, it's fine. As long as it doesn't interfere with what the fuck I got going on, I'm good. And as long as I'm not in the middle of it, I'm definitely good. So, you might think it's alpha to be hostile toward women, but I'd rather you be nonchalant and indifferent towards women than hostile and disrespectful all the time. Now, if a woman cross that line, disrespect you, I understand. Are we just joking? I understand. But certain demographics of people, don't be hostile towards them. I'm only hostile towards people who probably attack my character or trying to stop my money from coming in my pocket. It's a certain way I'm hostile. I'm learning to be covertly hostile instead of overtly, but that's a little bit different. That's for me when I'm when I'm going back and forth with my haters, and when I say back and forth, I mean talking about money and trying to, deal with certain things. So the next one though, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is number 6. Being the side nigga. Being the side dude. Being the other guy, the guy on the side. There's no way you can call yourself alpha if you gotta wait till her man go to sleep to go get her and go have sex with her. I'm sorry, you can't do that. You going down on the chick that another dude be hitting at, and you going down on her like you knowingly. That's nasty. That's beta as hell. Beta is hell. Beta all day. She got a man and she just wants your dick. And you think, yeah, I'm fucking his bitch. Yeah, I'm the man. But are you? Is she dedicated to your process, or is she just getting her rocks off? Or is she just fucking you to spite him? And guess what? Fellas, I ain't always been the most alpha version of myself. I had alpha male traits. And guess what? A chick would never leave me for the man that she would never leave me for her beta male provider. I wanted a chick to leave her beta male provider for me. All right, that's what I meant. But I'm playing the side dude. I gotta sit there and lie. I gotta sit there and act like her friend. I gotta sit there and pretend. That's beta as hell. I gotta sit there and say, hey babe, let's slide tonight. We going da. Oh, I can't go. He's home. He won't allow me to go anywhere. And you think you the alpha in that situation? You want to really know who the alpha in the situation when you the side dude? The woman. She's getting everything she needs from both of y'all. She's getting the provider. She getting things provided for by the other guy, her boyfriend, and she getting things provided for by you, which is dick. Which is fine. But why you getting caught up in it? Why you bragging about it? If you just wanted some pussy, cool. I done got caught up in it to where it's like I'm in my feelings by the chick. I'm in my feelings, bro. Yeah. Everybody done been beta before. I done been beta plenty of times. In my feelings. Being the side dude, getting caught up, getting in my feelings. I'm the side dude. In my feelings. That's beta as hell. Now, if a woman got a man, okay, you got a man, I'm still be like, cool, what can you do for me besides give me pussy? What can she do for me besides fuck me? And that's all she can do besides fuck me? All right, I'll decide if I want to deal with that or not. Even if I do deal with it, I might hit it and quit it. But I ain't going down. I ain't making love. It is what it is. And then on top of that, if she don't even look good enough, I ain't even consider it in the first place. Y'all be a side dude to some chicks that ain't even bad. Hey, you gotta be exceptional. Even if Beyonce wanted me to come hit, what can be? Hey, Beyonce, let's work something out. Y'all gotta start valuing y'all sex, and that's something we gonna start talking about too. my next podcast, we're gonna talk about that. But I want y'all to stop thinking being a side dude is alpha shit. It is not. It is not alpha shit. If that woman ain't trying to leave him for you, it ain't alpha shit. And still, if a woman leave another man for another man, you're a dumbass. If you gonna wife her up, you're a dumbass. I need you to stop listening to my podcast. You're making me look bad. All right, but being a side dude will always be beta as fuck. I don't give a fuck how much she likes sucking your dick or licking, do whatever. It's beta as hell. Especially if you're not getting nothing out of it but some sex. You could at least work out some transactions, dog. You know what I'm saying? So let's go back through that real quick. Let's go back through this list. First thing, 6 things that you think is alpha, but it's really beta. Having multiple women just for sex. That was number 1. Number 2, doing things to impress other people. Number 3, trying to control a woman. Number 4, going back and forth, arguments, debates. Number 5, being hostile towards certain demographics, i.e. women, gays, simps, beta males, people of other races. And 6, being the side dude. And I'm going to drop a little gem on y'all. Shout out to BOA. BOA said some shit that really hit me deep. And this will help you be the most alpha version of yourself. If you could do this correctly, you're going to be one alpha motherfucker for the rest of your life. All right, BOA said this. And it's fucking true. Because there's certain things, shout out to Book of Alpharonomy. Certain things, man. It's certain things that I've been doing, but I just couldn't put it in fucking words. And this dude put it in words for me. I couldn't explain what I was doing, but I knew I was doing it. And then somebody, it's like you guys ever had somebody just say exactly what is been in your heart to say, but you just didn't know how to say it. And it was simple as hell, too. BOA said this, man. He said, if you submit to your lust, you will always be controlled by the women around you. And I'm like, that's what the fuck I was doing. I was deprogramming myself. I was submitting to myself, to my alpha energy. I was submitting to the Most High. And guess what? I was being less controlled. I wasn't being controlled at all by the women around me. I stopped being controlled by my lust. Shout out to BOA for that, Jim. I had to put that. Y'all want to be some alpha motherfuckers? Stop letting your lust control you. Straight up. Like I always say, man, on every episode, man, this is not tea. This is protein. Peace out.